welcome back to the Bake Along. I know it's been a while, I hope you guys are still staying safe and well. So I've been asked by my housemaster in Camford to do a festive bake along, and I'm so excited. We've got some great bakes in store. I'm going to show you a quick demo of how to make the cutest festive cupcakes, which are going to look like little reindeers. And then I've got some other bakes that I'm going to put a recipe, and there'll be some photos, so I hope you guys will enjoy and all have a try, because there's no better way to spend Christmas than baking, in my opinion. So without further ado, let's get started. So what we're going to do first is going to make our cupcake base. It's a lovely chocolate cupcake and it's lovely and rich. So we're going to add our dry ingredients into a mixer. I've got my KitchenAid, my trusty old friend, but you can do it by hand to get those muscles working. So I've doubled the recipe because I'm going to take a batch into school. So we're going to end up making 24 cupcakes, which I know sounds a lot, but they won't last very long. So I'm going to add 200 grams of plain flour into my bowl. In it goes. Then I'm going to add 40 grams of cocoa powder. In it goes. I'm going to add 280 grams of caster sugar. And finally, 80 grams of butter. And what we're going to do, we're going to mix these all together. I'm going to start off on a low speed because I don't want it flying everywhere. And I will gradually work my way up. So this is all sort of mixed together. I'm just going to add my baking powder. I've got 2.5 teaspoons in there, so I'll just pop that in. Perfect, and I'll just give it a little whisk. Brilliant. So now what I'm going to do is deal with my wet ingredients. So I've got 240 millilitres of whole milk. I'm going to pop this in my bowl. And then I'm going to crack 2 eggs into that. Ooh. Trying not to get any shell in. Famous last words. Perfect. And now I'm just going to add 1.5 cups of vanilla essence. Now what we want to do is just whisk this together, just briefly, and then we'll add it to our wet ingredient. And now again, I'm just going to give this a little mix around. Whiskey. Oh, now we're on full speed. Perfect. So it's all mixed together now. I can tell that because it's gone a couple shades lighter and it's looking lovely and airy. So what I'm going to do now is just scrape all the mixture off the sides. So now we're going to scoop our mixture into our pre-lined little cupcake liners. I've gone for festive gold ones because I thought they were super funky. So here we go. My top tip is to use an ice cream scoop because you get them lovely and even then. You don't want any which too big and any which too small because someone will feel a bit shortchanged if they only get a very shallow one. So let's start filling. So I've finished filling my cupcake cases and now we're off to the oven at 180 for 20 minutes or until a skewer comes out clear. So now we're on to phase 2 of festive cupcake reindeer making. So the cupcakes are all cooled, and in the meantime, while they were cooking, I made the simplest little shortbread. And I cut them into little rounds, and these are going to form part of the reindeer's faces. So that recipe will be available in the recipe card, so you can make them. It's super quick and easy. So now on to the decorating. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take my cooled cupcake, and I'm going to spoon some of the chocolate icing on. Now you only want a little bit, so like a little blob. I'm going to spoon it into the centre, and then I'm going to go round and try to make the sort of like reindeer hair effect. So I'm going to take one of my shortbread noses, which is cool. I'll pop it down this way, and then we're going to grab. I've got little edible eyes that I found, which I mean aren't the cutest thing. And I'm going to pop them in the centre, like so. It's a bit fiddly. And then I've got some little pretzels, and I'm going to them like this. This is forming the base of the reindeer. Then we're going to take a little red nose, because of course we're making Rudolph. I'm going to put the tiniest bit of little icing on, and then stick that in the centre of our shortbread. And here's our little Rudolph! Isn't he cute? Okay, now I'm going to make 24 more. Let's do this. So here are my finished Rudolph reindeer cupcakes. I've really enjoyed making them, so I hope you guys do too. I love Christmas baking. It's a great time to get together and all share some food. Watch out for the other festive recipes I'm going to put out. We've got a snowball rocky road. We've got Christmas pudding truffles, which is a perfect gift. So hopefully you'll enjoy baking them too. Thank you so much. Stay safe. Bye. Merry Christmas.